Okay, there we go. And I think I am operational. Okay, there it is. And the delay. All right, so I think we're good. Let's go ahead and pull up the army. Wait, hold on. We're still waiting on the delay. I think we're okay. No, we're going. Tavern Brawl. Okay. Then where is? Okay, here it comes. All right, so delay is caught up with me, and we are rocking and rolling. Okay, let's go ahead and load the game. Let's go ahead and load me. Yoo-hoo. Hello, everyone. I am Matthremar, and we are all prepped and ready to go for another round of Tavern Brawl. Flying solo tonight. There's no Kingdom Cody tonight, so it's just going to be me. We're going to see how well I do all by myself, keeping up with chat and all the other odds and ends. All right, so what do we have for tonight? We have 5 opponents. That seems to be about right to keep things under an hour. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up the list, see who we're up against. All right, we have Kaos IV from TST. So that'll be our first opponent for the night. The concept is that I do a test fight with your army. And then after I've seen what I'm up against, then I craft a response. Depending on the level of response that I feel is required, that determines the rewards. So if I think I can beat you with a level 50 army, then I try that. And if I win, you get 100 gems. So that's the least amount of gems that you could possibly get for this event. So if you participate, you're going to get some gems unless you try to punk me. So if I see your army and then I craft a response to it and you've changed your army between the time I've looked at it and the time I fight it again, you get 0 gems. So that is technically the least amount of gems you could get. But if you sign up and you play fair, then you'll typically get at least 100 gems, but you can get up to 400. And if I beat you with a level 50 army, you get 100 gems. If I beat you with a level 100 army, you get 200 gems. If I beat you with a level 150 army, you get 300 gems. And if I lose or we draw, you get 400. So let's go ahead and pull up our first opponent, Chaos. He'll be in the top ranks. Let's have a look. There he is. Chaos. So we're going to do a friendly fight, take a screenshot. Aha! So we are up against Endless March with Bulwark Crown and Spear of Cataclysm. So this is going to be an endurance build that's very resilient to any kind of conditions. Okay, so RDs are not going to function well for this, as you're seeing right now. I'd like to use the RDs just for that first encounter with each army, just because it gives me time to see what I'm up against. I see a lot of Chaos Archers. I see the Stormcaller right in here. Lots of Storm Guards. And he's got a Storm Dragon. Okay, so RDs are clearly not going to be the right choice to go up against that. Let's see. We'll take a closer look at what he had going on there. All right, so let's see. Storm Dragon, Chaos Archers, lots and lots of Endless March. Okay, I'm not seeing much in the way of support, so we don't have any drummers or barrier monks or bards. Okay, so I've got a plan. It's kind of a cheap trick, and it's obviously not super ideal to use this as a build for PvP because the bomb bots, which I'm about to plug in here, are, let's see, we have an empty thing. Don't want to get rid of that. Oh, well, I guess the first question is, I don't think I can beat him with a level 50 army. That's a tall order. Because even if I clear out his EMs, then it would take more bombs to do that at level 50. So I'm going to stick with level 100. Let's go ahead and scrap. I don't want to get rid of my RDs. I want to keep those. Okay, so I'm just going to ditch my Wrecking Ball. So let's go ahead and clear this out. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to plunk a couple of bomb bots right up front. Should one would get close, but I don't know that it would do the job. So I'm going to stick with 2. Okay, we've got Great Hammer and we've got the Ring of Unity. Great Hammer, that's going to increase the AoE radius and damage. And also for every target hit, that's going to do even more damage. So it's nice that those EMs are all right up front. They'll do even more damage. For the Ring of Unity, Construct is the first thing on the rotation. So I'll get, I think, 8 seconds worth of bonus damage for them, and they're going to knock that out real fast. So then he had a Storm Dragon, he had a Stormcaller, and he had a bunch of ranged units. So let's go ahead and let's do, we're not going to be able to push the EMs back, the Endless March, because they are immune to physical forces. But I do want to clear out a lot of the stuff that's behind. So let's get a couple of Stormcallers. Let's make sure they're all geared up. Hit them with a couple of reloads. The more reloads you have, it's like an exponential return on your damage because you can reload off of a reload. We'll get crit 3. There we go. Okay, so we got double Stormcaller. Let's go ahead and throw in one of these bad boys. Okay, he did have some range damage. Let's up this to the current power stones. And let's do, I have, oh, I do not have, okay, I think we'll be fine with that. I was gonna get Revitalized 2 because it does twice the health regen, but I think I should be okay there. We'll go ahead and get our own Storm Dragon. Let's do that. And let's do a ton of cannon fodder. So cannon fodder, something that's nice about, there we go, Chaos Archers. They're going to randomly attack a bunch of stuff in the back, which is ideal for this scenario. And if there's anything that pops up behind me, they'll turn around and they'll shoot that too. So let's see. Oh, okay. Don't have a ton of power stones on them. We'll just throw some reloads and call it good for them. Actually, we'll just fill them all the way out. Might as well. So let's get crit. That'll work. Go with another crit on these guys. So yeah, I could go through and I could equip all the power stones on every single unit, but the sheer amount of time that it would take is not inconsequential. So a little bit of time on stream updating things if I end up using them. So let's throw that on there and we should be all set to go because I think I've used all my army points. So we are ready to rock and roll. All right, let's look him back up again. Search players, AOS, whoops, AOS, there we go. Search, there he is. Okay, so this battle will count. I've chosen the level 100 army. So if I win, he'll get 200 gems. If I lose or draw, he'll get 400. So let's keep an eye on those bomb bots right at the very beginning here and see if they do the job. Poof, there goes the EMs. And we are resolved. Okay, a little bit of loss on my backline there with all the Chaos Archers, but you'll notice how they took care of those Risen Archers very promptly. And his spear is resurrecting a bunch of stuff. I'm down to just Chaos Archers and one Stormcaller now, but I should be able to tidy it up. There we go. All right, so that's a win for me. We'll go ahead and document that for 200 gems to Chaos. Kaos IV, our Greek brother there. All right, so that was round 1. Chaos, thank you for participating. We're now going to look up our next contestant. We have, okay, I don't know how to pronounce this. I think it's Praetor. Praetor. I always think it's Predator for some reason, but it's not Predator. It's Praetor. So let me go ahead and pull him up. Oh, let me switch back to RDs. Okay, so let's see what we are up against. We are searching for ER, ERAETOR, Praetor. Let's copy that so I don't have to remember how to type it. Search. CAE, that's the one. Praetor. Let's go ahead and get a screenshot. Ooh, okay. Okay, this is something we haven't run up against yet. Okay, I'm not gonna have much time to look at this. It's gonna be over very quickly. Okay, I see an untamed bee. Oh, okay. Why is he not attacking the drummer? Okay, there was an untamed beast in there. Okay, let's take a look at this. I'm gonna need to see the still shot. It's just it went too fast. It's got a drummer. Why was the? Oh, okay, okay. Yes, let me. Well, I'll look it up in just a second. He's okay. The untamed beast would normally be munching on that drummer the whole time because it's right next to him and it's not nature. But we've got the nature power stone functional right now. So he's plugged on a nature power stone to that drummer to give his untamed beast a little more support. So he's got Bard, which is already nature, in addition to being order, I believe, and the drummer, which he's turned into nature. So he's probably got these souped up with a bunch of supercharges, and he's got that beast that's just going to be steamrolling through just about anything in front of it. We've also got the dire wolves behind. Those will give a nice damage boost to anything that's within their little radius. It's not a super big radius, and he's not running Great Hammer, so he's probably not gonna get too many buffs out of that. And we've got crows. So we got a ton of warhounds, 3 groups of crows, the dire wolves, drummer, bard, and untamed beast. He's running amulet. Okay, so he's gonna have stealth right off the beginning, and he's gonna eat alive anything that has a ton of small low health units that are gonna die a lot. So that untamed beast is gonna top off its health all the time if I have a bunch of smaller units. Okay, so let me figure out how I'm doing this. If we got beast right there, drummer. Okay, Bombot's not gonna take out that beast because the drummer's right there. So that's not a viable option. There is another problem. Okay, if I was to go with mind control, the problem that I'm going to run into for that is that untamed beast is not going to see anything around it because it's all stealthed. So it's just going to keep running forward. If I do, I could do freeze. Wait, hold on. What did he ban? Oh, and the previous battle, Chaos, he banned force reactive stompers, and I didn't use those. So that's just so that everybody's aware. Okay, for Praetor, he has done Troll Giant's Toe. Oh, okay, okay. So if he's banned Troll Giant's Toe, he doesn't want me to use the Titan setup. Okay, so that kind of limits my options. So what have I got available to me? I could try to do mind control, but that untamed beast is just going to zip right through anyway. It's going to shred. Like if I use the current setup that I've got laid out right here, the untamed beast will just run forward and kill everything in this corner before much else can happen. There's also a ton of smaller units, so that wall of shrooms isn't going to do much. I could try to modify it. So, okay, options. He didn't ban Bulwark. So I could go, I don't want to do that. Okay, that's the build I just used. Okay, do I think I can even do this with a level 100 army is the question. I might have to bust out Magnum for this. Well, okay, let me look real fast. I think he had some pretty solid unit levels. Okay, just one last peek. Oh, it doesn't show the unit levels. I'm pretty sure I saw 150 on that beast. Okay, all right, let's go back. Okay, so I've got to make a decision. I can't dilly-dally here. That defeats the whole purpose of having a having a brief window of time to do this. Let's clear this out. Okay, if I think I can build him with beat him with 100, what would I have to use? I'd have to use either freeze or fire, maybe fire with EMs or freeze. Oh, wow. Okay, this one's a bit because I can't use toe. If I had toe, I could use thorn guards and drummer. I might be able to get by with wrecking ball. Let me try. Let me try that. Okay, clear army. If I did a wrecking ball, I could still. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to try and buy as much time as possible. So let's get far back as we can go. Let's do some thorn guards. Let's get paladin. And oh, did I? Yeah, okay, got drummer. He didn't have any ranged units. The crows aren't ranged, so I don't even need to worry about bard. Okay, so let's get a phoenix in there with paladin. So paladin, phoenix. Oh, this is a gamble. Can I do this with level 100? Okay, let me check the power stones on this. I'm going to update these to most amount of physical damage reduction I can possibly get. And okay, I'm counting on the stun immunity of the drummer and the paladin. Learned that today. Drummer has stun immunity. I thought it was just the drummer's ability that reduced the stun, but it actually has stun immunity. So note to self. Okay, that's supercharged. That'll only last so long. With level 100 drummer, I won't have the third supercharge. Okay, so I need AoE to clear out a ton of stuff. I'm not sure if that Phoenix is gonna be much help because okay, so that's gonna be problematic. The Phoenix is not immune to stun, and there's a ton of crows. I'm gonna sorry it's taking so long on this one, but this one is a bit of a loop here. I wasn't quite prepared for that. Okay, let's do that. We've got a ton of army points left. Let's throw a brute in there to get some AoE. Where is he? Brute. And what else can I get to help myself out here? There was no conditions. Don't have to worry about any of that. Nice thing about those guys, they have a knockback and they heal on melee hit. Let's try that. And then the next thing we're going to do, let's get a couple of these guys. 3 and 4. Okay, I'm going to roll with this. You see so few of these nature heavy builds that it's kind of hard to be accustomed on how to counter them. Let's see, what was it? Oh, I copy pasted it. There we go. Praetor, let's do top level. There he is. Okay. All right, this one counts 200 if I win and 400 if I lose or draw. Here we go. Okay, so here it comes. He's going fast. Okay, a little bit of oh, okay. Wow, I was really concerned there before I rolled, and it didn't take long to dispel that notion. So 200 gems for you, sir, with your 150 untamed beast. All in good fun. Props. Thank you for signing up. I appreciate everybody who signs up. That one took me a minute to figure out. Yeah, normally you could revert to mind control, but I just wouldn't trust it with that untamed beast. Okay, so 200 gems for Praetor. And now next person up from the German clan, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. Groejde. It's Groejde. So let me copy paste that. Let's switch back to Righteous Defenders, and we will see what we are up against. Okay, I'm pretty sure he's a high-level player. Let's see if there's anybody. Yep, there he is. Okay, German one. Yep, that's him. Okay, let's get a screenshot. Boom. Ah, Stomper's Skull Spear, SSS. Triple S. And we have Arcane Archer in the back. We've got Shadow Trickster down on the bottom corner. 2 groups of Risen Archers. Okay, and we're running Death Knight in this one. So, okay, he's running Spear 5. So he is going to get some reses on these far extremities, but anything that's right in the middle there is going to get sucked up by that Death Knight. So he's kind of, he's not totally undoing the effective spear, but by golly, that's using a Death Knight with spear that kind of defeats half of its utility. Okay, so for Stomper Spear Skull, or Stomper Skull Spear, typically I would go, you could go Mind Control for that. That would be a solid choice. Kind of think, okay, let's scrap this. And I'm gonna do a Wrecking Ball. That Wrecking Ball is just so efficient. It's got sustain. Got to be careful though because bleed is available. Oh, let's not use those guys. Let's use these ones. I like having the revitalize on them, especially when you've got a draining spirit. So let's grab those. We need our dire wolves. Normally I use a druid, but a trick that I've noticed, especially when you have the arcane archer and the shadow trickster in the back, that's a time buying tactic. The skull is going to be rezzing a bunch of skeletons anytime it kills something as you're running around the middle part of the map. So the arcane archer and the shadow trickster are just going to be camping way out there in the back, holding a live unit to keep those draining spirits cranking. And while you're fighting those in the middle, then the arcane archer and the shadow trickster can get to overtime, and that's where they really shine. So whoops, clicked outside of the box. Okay, I need my paladin. Definitely need bard. There's no freeze that I was aware of, so we don't need to worry about having any freeze immunity. Let's grab our phoenix. Okay, this phoenix, what this is going to do is this is going to hold the back, so any risen archers that pop up and risen warriors, it will be able to hold that for a long period of time, and that's the reason I like to put the cover on it instead of things like condition resist. And okay, army points not fully used. What am I missing? One of the most critical elements is the spirit shield generator. And what that's going to do is the same thing that his Death Knight was doing, is cleaning up all the skulls. So not only is that Spirit Shield generator going to remove skulls so that the spear can't hit him, it's going to remove skulls so that the Death Knight can't resurrect as many things. Okay, and I already put the Shadow Trickster down here. The reason I'm putting it right in the front is because it doesn't have global range. If you put it in the middle of the map, it does have the ability to reach the entire map. But if I was to put it in this back corner, it would be vulnerable to the risen archers, but it would also have some trouble. Let's do this. The Wind Reaver is really good for taking out the Death Knight if the Death Knight kind of gets right up in there. And what else do I need? What else do I have budget for? Okay, I got 2 points. Let's do. Well, we could just add another Spirit Panthers, and let's go with another dire wolf. Oh, what we could do, let's do this little trick here. This will buy us a little bit of, actually, okay, good radius on that. So let's put it kind of right up there. Now that's going to freeze the risen archers and buy me some more time. Okay, so we are up against Groejde. I think that's what his name was. Pull him back up here. Groejde. Top players. Search. There he is. All right, let's go ahead and give it a whirl. Okay, so I'm using the level 100 army still. No way that I would risk using level 50 on this. That would just be handing him the win. So let's go ahead and give it a shot. 200 gems if I win, and 400 gems for a loss or a draw. Okay, so his Shadow Trickster took out that Frost Bloom, but it'll pop up again here in a minute. My Shadow Trickster, you'll notice it's down here, and everything like the Phoenix and everything else was able to kind of hold off things from attacking that, since it's kind of right up here in this protected spot. And the Shadow Trickster was able to take care of the Arcane Archer and his own Shadow Trickster, and it wasn't getting hit by his because there were other units further back. I wasn't paying enough attention to see. I guess I could look at the delay on the stream. I was going to see if that Frostbloom did anything for me, but I don't know for sure. All right, so that was a win for me. So 200 gems for Groejde. Groejde. 200. I'm probably slaughtering that name. Sorry. All right, so that was our third opponent. Now we are moving on to number 4. Oh, and he banned Spear of Cataclysm, by the way. I haven't been mentioning these. I should probably mention them. I used Pendant of Everlasting Winter, so we're clear there. And let's see. Next person up is Charles in 40k, and he is banned Troll Giant's Toe. So let's switch back to our RDs. Pull him up here. Charles. And see where he's at. Is he in the top? Nope, he is not in the top. Let's see. There we go. Charles, 40k. Let's take a screenshot with levels. There we go. Ah, okay. Okay, very comparable to the last one, except this time we are using Great Hammer instead of Stompers, and Devourer instead of Spear of Cataclysm. So, okay. Might just do the exact same thing. He does have Cannoneer and Ember Fiend, and that Devourer. If my Wind Reaver pulls through the whole thing, then my Wind Reaver alone could take down the Devourer. But clearly, again, RDs are not the choice, so we're not going to do RDs. All right, so let's take a quick peek just at that setup. Probably don't need to, but probably get by with just using the exact same build we just did. Yeah, so you see the giant radius on those Draining Spirits from the Great Hammer. I got Plague Bearers. I'm not too worried about Plague, especially if I use Wrecking Ball. Paladin pretty much solves that. Yeah, honestly, I think, okay, now he's got 5/4/4 on his artifacts, but I don't think I could. And anytime you get those Draining Spirits with Great Hammer, they'll eat level 50 units alive. They'll just nom them so fast. So no way I'm going to do this with a level 50. I'm fairly confident I can get it with the level 100 army. Okay, let's pop back. Probably safe just going with what I had. So let's pop back down. Oh, no, other way. There we go. All right, so we have. I don't know if there's really much that needs to change. Didn't have any freeze, so I don't have to worry about that. I think I'm pretty safe just going with this again. So yeah, I'm fairly confident I'll be able to do it with level 100. Let's go ahead and look him back up. This is the one that'll count. Charles, and he was 2 down. There we go. Okay, this is what I'm rolling with, so I'm committed. 200 if I win, 400 for him if I lose or draw. So we've got. Wait, did I have? Oh, I don't have my bard in there. This could get ugly. Oh no. Did I forget my bard? This could get really ugly really fast. Oh, I gotta clean it up fast. As soon as overtime hits, if I don't have everything down, those Draining Spirits are gonna clean it up. You wanna get him, get him, get him. And whew, okay. Yeah, I totally did not have a bard in there. And that was gonna get real ugly there if that overtime popped, because I would have had no ranged resist. I still managed to clean it up fast enough. If he had had Spear of Cataclysm, which I think his rare and mythic artifacts were only level 4, so if he had had either of those at level 5, then his mythic Spirit 5, then he would have had a bunch of stuff rezzing, and that could have caused me some problems by delaying the battle to allow overtime to hit in, and then the draining spirits would have been a major problem. Okay, so 200 gems for Charles. And now we are moving on to King Elric, also in German Elite. So let's go ahead and look him up. Switch to RDs for our scouting spin. That might be easier to find him this way. GE1, search, German Elite. Yep, there he is right at the top. King Elric. Okay, get our screenshot with unit levels. Ooh, okay. And what did he ban? Oh, let me look at what he's got. 2 arcane archers, barrier monk, storm caller, storm guard, lots of frost knights. Are those frost knights? And he's obviously got the mind corruptor, which is kind of the focal point of these mind control builds. You can occasionally see mind control builds that don't have a mind corruptor, but I mean, you'd have to do all the work with shrooms and artifacts, and the mind corruptor is just so useful. Okay, so here's the deal. I just beat him with my RDs that have crown and bulwark. What did he ban? Let's look at what he banned. I have the corruptor. Okay, so he banned so I can't use mind control against. Well, can't effectively use mind control against him. But I could. Okay, so I could either go with what I just ran, and that would be 200 gems guaranteed. Do I think I could do it with level 50s is the question. So let's pull that back up. Let's have a look at what he had. Okay, Storm Guards, Frost Knights, Mind Corruptor, Stormcaller. He has Assassins. Okay, so there's Assassins. And there was a couple of Arcane Archers. He got Risen Warriors in the back. Okay, can I do that? Okay, he's just got a Barrier Monk. He doesn't have a Bard or a Drummer. Can I do any shenanigans with this? If I do that, okay, I can just plunk my Assassins right there. If I do try to do that, I'm gonna want to go for the Stormcaller and the Mind Corruptor. Everything else can get cleaned up later. Can I do this with a 50 army? Because I know I can do it with the 100 army. We just saw it. He didn't ban Bulwark or Crown, so I'm safe to use those. Okay, let me pop back here. Okay, do I want to commit to this? Level 50s. Can I do it? Let's make things interesting. We've been running the level 100 army all night. Let's pop over to Le Tigre. There we go. Okay, so I've already got RD set up, but this is not optimal. How do okay, I don't think Storm Dragon's gonna do much. Because he's way back in that corner, so it would be a little bit much to waste time trying to push RDs through to the point where it would chain to the back, and I don't have enough HP for that to count. Wouldn't be able to last long enough. Okay, okay, I did accidentally level up a group of assassins to 51 when I was doing my initial leveling. Let me grab the level 50s. Okay, where he was. Okay, he had Mind Corruptor and Stormcaller right about there. I think I can pull this off. I might need the third group. Let me try that. Okay, I might be handing him 400 gems with this, but I think it's worth trying. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Okay, he had Storm Guards, he had Frost Knights. I think I think we're good because he's got risen. He had risen warriors. I think I'm going to be all right. Let's go ahead and give this a go. Let's go back to G1 and we're going to risk it. So King Elric. Okay, here it goes. If I win, 100 gems. If I lose, 400 or draw. I doubt we'd get a draw with level 50 units. So here goes. Okay, watch these assassins. Here we go. Poof, poof, poof. Okay, Stormcaller's down. Mind Corruptor's down. Arcane Archers are down. Now we're working on the rest of it. Okay, he's got some pretty hefty levels on those Frost Knights, so I might run into some trouble here. My units will be getting healed because I do have at least level 3. Okay, I'm getting a little thin here. And he's got these Risen Warriors coming from the back. This is going to be tight. Okay. Did I make a mistake? I'm thinning out too fast. I'm going down. 400 gems for King Elric. I thought I could do it. It was looking good for a while there, but the unit levels just don't have enough HP. So, but hey, it was worth the risk. I thought I could pull it off. Clearly not. So, one loss, but that's okay. 4 wins, 1 loss, and 400 gems to King Elric. All right, so our tally for the night: Kaos IV, 200 gems for you. Praetor, 200 gems for you. Groejde, 200 gems for you. Charles, 200 for you. And King Elric, 400. So that was quick. We knocked that out in 37 minutes, so that was a fast round. We're going to do another one on Saturday. So I will post that. I'll do a sign up. You're welcome to join me for that. We're going to do Saturday in the morning for Mountain Time. So that'll probably be afternoon European time, I think. Yeah, should be afternoon European time. And let's see, what else do we need to cover? Oh, yeah, I'm thinking about doing a waiting list. So instead of having, 2, 3, 4 signups a week, just doing like one big sign up and then just plugging in people to whenever I do the event. And then if you need to change your time, like if that's not an ideal time for you, you would just let me know and I would bump you back to the top of the list. And I would take whoever was next on the list and put them in. So I'm thinking that might be an easier way just because the signups is a bit cumbersome having to throw those out a couple times a week. So we might try that out. Last couple of things, please do like and subscribe. The best way to keep this going and to keep it progressing is to like and subscribe. That'll be huge for me. Tell all of your newer clanmates to check these out because there's a lot of information on here about how to better play the game. So that'll be very useful for newer players to learn how these units function, how to maximize things like assassins, risen archers, shadow tricksters, how to use the artifacts properly, things that you just tips and tricks that you might not come across until you end up in those higher levels. And links are in the description for TCT Discord. So feel free to hop on there. It's open source. You don't have to be a member of our clan to participate there. We share PvP help. We also do raid help and all kinds of other things. So hop on TCT Discord if you're looking for how to improve the game, how to improve your gameplay. If you're looking for a clan, there's a link for TST Discord. So that's the secret tavern. That's the clan that I'm a part of. And we have a lot of openings right now, so feel free to check that out. And I think that covers everything. So yes, please like and subscribe, and we will see you Saturday. Thanks for joining, and have a good night. We will see you soon.